Hello folks, welcome to another video. I hope this one does find you well and of course enjoying your simming. And welcome to Beta 5 here in the X-Plane 12.2.0 run. Beta 5 dropped overnight. Don't know anything about it in terms of what it contains, what it fixes, what it improves. But we're going to find out during the course of this flight, and I'll share that with you if you're so interested and decide to stick around. If you do decide to stick around, thank you. Nice to have your company. Your shuffling zombies here in Europe tend to toe the line a lot better. Like single file, have a look at them in unison. Maybe all the wars you guys have fought, you're very used to marching. Have a look at it. The zombies in Australia tend to sort of spread themselves out like bloody lost sheep over the ramp. But here in Europe, yeah, it's very orderly, isn't it? I like it. We are in Europe, folks. Yes, I do fly in Europe occasionally. We're in beautiful Geneva, Switzerland. Haven't been here for a little while. And, geez, it looks alright, doesn't it? Hey, got the streaming ortho happening. We've got some serious cloud flickering going on here. Like, that's a nice looking cloud over there, but then you look in this direction and it's... early morn here in Geneva. It's a busy place, busy ramp. Look at those big boys over there, the triples. And we've got some... Oh, we've got a 7.4 400. We've got the A320. We've got the FedEx. It's a busy ramp here in Geneva. And it's a bit laggy, a bit stuttery here. Obviously taking a bit of a toll on the old rig here. Anyway, folks, as has become tradition here on the channel, when we look at an X-Plane beta, we fly this bird, the Q4 XP. And by tradition, I mean one previous flight. That's all I need, folks. I'm running out of time. I've got to create traditions when and where I can. So a tradition exists, folks. We're going to take the Air Berlin Q400 from here in Geneva to another destination. That's my cue to show you the flight plan. A little nav map is how we show the flight plan here on this channel. If you've been around for a while, folks, you know the routine. Very predictable videos in terms of how they're structured, as well as how poorly I fly. But anyway, Geneva is where we begin. I haven't been here for yonks. I'm going to guess at least 5 years and potentially longer than that. Geneva used to visit here in the P3D days, so yes, it would be at least 5 years. Runway 04 looks like for our departure, heading out over the lake. And then we've got a sharp ass right turn. Wow. Okay, I suspect that we might be continuing over the blue stuff for a little bit longer. Over Lake Le Mans. Yeah, anyway. But there'll be a right turn after departure if we take off of runway 04. Head across the hills. We've got to be above certain altitudes to clear terrain. 14,000 at Asapi and 18,000 at Alpos. And you can see the vertical representation down here at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, 13,000 is our lowest safe. We're going to be well above that. Nice and light here in the queue today, and yeah, no worries. And then, yeah, taking up a track towards Italia. Once we cross the hills, we'll be kind of flying overhead Turin, and then down to the coastal city of Genoa. And then towards our destination, which today is the lovely little town of Pisa. Pisa, famous for its Leaning Tower, isn't it? Amongst other things, I'm sure the people of Pisa are proud of other things, not just their tower. San Guisto Airport, Lima, India, Romeo, Papa is our destination. A flight of 280 nautical miles, a bit over an hour's worth of flying to do. Conditions look to be okay in terms of visibility and clouds and, you know, that sort of stuff. Hopefully there's enough in the weather to give us a bit of a look at how this beta is performing. We've seen some issues with the clouds on the ground there on the ramp. Let's see what they're like up close. Yeah, looking forward to it. I'll get us started, folks, and on our way. Right into the start has been achieved. This is a bloody busy place, this Geneva, eh? This is full on. Is this well, it is a default X-Plane airport, but I'm not running custom. There's a lot going on. Looks like a beautiful morning here, by all accounts, as we head down towards the bottom of 04. It's a nice livery. I don't think I've ever flown an Air Berlin livery. Nice looking aeroplane, isn't it? One of my favourites here in the sim. I'm kind of liking this view. Yeah. That's not too shabby at all. Anyway, my little dog may not agree with me. She's got plenty to say this afternoon. Not exactly sure what she's trying to tell me, but you may notice in the background, folks, some noise. Feature, not a bug here at the channel. It's either the dogs or the birds. Alright, the dog has promised me to keep the barking to a minimum from this point forward. Here we are at the hole, runway 04. Isn't this a beautiful picture? I like the grooves in the grass, the tracks, the lighting. Looks the business, eh? Or am I just easily pleased, folks? Or is it a bit of both? Alright, landing lights can come on, strobies on, taxi lights can come off. We'll get rid of that. Flaps and trims and all that good stuff is sorted. Runway 04, straight out, and then eventually a right-hand turn. Nothing on the panel warning us of what we've forgotten to do. Nice long strip here in Geneva, isn't it? Yeah. And the glass is a bit dirty, the windscreen. I had a windscreen mod. I thought you promised me that you'd be quieter, little one. You've decided to break your promise to me. He is in quite a mood for some noise, the little one. Right, I think we're good to go. Apart from the cacophony of sound that I have behind me. Rotate 114. We're barring up. We're alt selling. We're good to go, I think. Now, I'll bring those throttles forward. Bring that in. Flight low. Move all the way up into flight rating. Take that off. Release. Away we go. Beautiful sounding aeroplane, this one. We are rolling and airspeed is alive. Look at that acceleration. Fantastic. Oh, away we go. The sound seemed to cut out there or something. Did you notice that? Anyway, positive rate and all that, folks. Oh, feels beautiful. Into the morning sun we go. Out over the lake. Bring those props back. We'll get Georgie doing some flying from this point forward. Might go into a bit of heading hold and a bit of IAS. Georgie. I'll go at 200. We'll zoom out on that range a little bit. With some terrain over there. Yeah. Good. Take an external for you folks while I can. The map enhancement thing is providing the streaming ortho here for our flight today. There's Geneva in the background. Beautiful. Those clouds, have they done anything to the clouds in this beta? Did they need to do anything to the clouds? I don't know, I've been pretty happy with them. A few exceptions. That's a beautiful picture, look at that. Let's put the sunnies on, folks. Anyway, I'll see you en route. We'll have a look at what this beta even, has brought to the sim. Folks, we're up through about flight level 160. I've got to say, I'm absolutely bloody loving this. Loving it. Look at that. Oh, it's been too long since I've visited this part of the world. Here's look in the business. Should we have a look at what the release notes is the term that I'm looking for? The release notes for beta number 5. Let's do that. Alrighty, here are the official release notes from Austin and the crew. And blowing up the text a little bit for ease of reading. You're welcome. Beta 5, so it was released May 9, 2025. Fixes and enhancements, aircraft, Super Cub, what have they done? It's been a while since I've flown the Super Cub. Let's get back into it. ATC, voice packs, I never use ATC. General, something about G-load effects in VR. Another thing about VR. Those of you that fly VR might be interested in saying, the balloons will no longer spawn in Class B airspace. Yes, we saw some balloons on a previous flight, I think in Brazil. Okay, graphics core engine. Improved texture paging and memory handling. That sounds like a good thing. I know that people have been reporting issues with, is it ortho and taking up VRAM and stuff? I could be experiencing those issues, but I don't have any of my, what do you call it, frame counters and data output and all that sort of stuff. I've turned it all off. Graphics, lots and lots of stuff there with graphics. I won't necessarily read all of it, folks, so just what draws my attention. Fixed cloud shadow issue. Yeah, I think we saw some issues with shadows on the ground in the first beta. Improved brightness of clouds, especially overcast conditions. Okay, we just got a big stutter there in the background of the sim. Something rendered in, looked like clouds. Improved rendering when flying through clouds. I can't say that I noticed that. Improved rendering of VR cloud. That's VR. Sun, moon, and stars are no longer visible through thick fog or cloud layers. Fair enough. Improved rendering of the sun and the moon. Okay. General improvements to okay, so they've done quite a bit of work on the clouds. Improved performance of the cloud compute shader. We've got a fair bit of cloud happening where we are. Let me let us have a look at some clouds, huh? And so the cloud segment. Here we go, folks. Those clouds in the distance look a little bit weird, don't they? Here. They're definitely a little bit weird. These ones underneath us look okay. Shadows look okay to me. It's a bit. There's some serious flickering here over the hills. Look at that. As you wouldn't want to have bloody epilepsy or anything. Jeez, look at that. It's not good out there where the light is. That's the sun. They say they improved the sun. There's a hell of a lot of flickering going on, isn't there? Look at that underneath us. Under here. Maybe more work to do, methinks. That's a very ordinary looking cloud I see. I mean, the lighting looks bloody nice, but yeah, that's a serious amount of cloud flickering. It might have something to do with my settings. Don't know. Anyway, folks, I will continue the journey if I think of anything else to share with you en route. You'll hear from me. Otherwise, I may see you closer to our destination. Our destination being Pisa, Italy. So another cloud segment because I can, folks. Let me sort of zoom out a little bit here. This might help. That's a pretty funky looking cloud formation, isn't it? I think they've got the lighting pretty much nailed to mine. Some of the clouds. I'm running live weather here. I don't know whether that makes a difference or not. Like, this is very ordinary up here. Look at that. Oh, jeez. Anyway, folks, I'll just share it. You see it raw here on the channel. This is turning into a bit of a Cloudfest, isn't it? I'm kind of glad that just chose this route and this is what the weather is today. Like, it's not bad, but there's enough going on here in the sky. Like, there's some pretty funky stuff here with some of these formations. Look at this. The gap in there. It's like a rolling pasture here on top. Forgive me, folks, but what else is a bloke gonna do? It's not hard to imagine what the title of this video is going to be. Have a look at this stuff. The streaming ortho is so good. There's some serious flickering underneath though, hey? Oh boy. Folks, this is where the clouds end. That's a nice scene right there. I'm going to end on a high. I'll next see you for the approach into Pisa. All right, well into our descent now, folks, down through 10,000. I've manufactured an approach here into Pisa. Plugged a waypoint in that'll kind of have us lined up for runway. I think it's 22 left is the plan. Just realised I haven't captured much footage from here inside the cockpit. Jeez, look at that flickering. Nice place to be, the flight deck of the Q4 XP, if you ask me. Not that you did, but hey, my bloody video. I can answer questions that don't get asked. I often do. You've been here a while, you know how it works. And if you have been here a while, thank you, folks, for your support. It is very much appreciated. It's great to have your company. And if you are new to the channel, I don't know whether to apologise or thank you. It's good to have you here as well. Anyway, folks, I'll see you for the concluding stages. Not far to go now into Pisa. Alrighty, concluding stages, folks. A couple of runways in front of us. Kind of just lining myself up here for the larger of the two. Runway 22 left. We'll go all of the props. All of the noise. We can take a sort of a reduced noise profile landing, but now I want all the noise I can get. Been a very enjoyable flight. Nice little approach here as well through the valley just before. Lovely. Laps 10, and we don't want to get too quick here. There is a common theme to my approaches in this aeroplane, so I come in a little quick. And today is no exception. It's a slippery old beast, this one. 2 whites, 2 reds. Thanks, Georgie. What's the wind doing? Can't tell. Doesn't matter. We don't bother with such minor details on this channel. Here we go, folks. Runway 22 left at Pisa. A little bit low on it. That's okay. Yeah, we're a little hot. Wait, thank you. 22 left.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
We'll take that. A little quick on it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pisa, Italy. Thank you for something weird with that sound, isn't there? Thank you for your company in another flight, folks. It is very much appreciated. Until we next meet, you stay well, enjoy your simming, and bye for now.